You know what me and Blue Eyes White Dragon players have in common? We both just got some new support because the last one wasn't really cutting it out too well. Dragon Magia Master. You know what I like about this card? I'm not gonna have to make any changes to my Blue Eyes deck to be able to run this card. The material for this card is a Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon or 3 Blue Eyes monsters plus 1 Chaos or 1 Blackluster Soldier Ritual monster, and it must be fusion summoned. That is the easy part.
That's you.
Activate Nadir Servant, send Garura from your extra deck to the grave so you can add a Dogmatica Maximus from your deck to your hand and draw 1 card off of Garura's effect. Then Maximus special summons itself by banishing Garura from your grave, and then use Maximus's on-field effect to send Blue Eyes Ultimate and Herald of Arclight from your extra deck to the graveyard. Then use Herald's Graveyard effect to search up a Chaos Max, set your Ultimate Fusion, end your turn. Then on your opponent's main phase, use special summon this. Your opponent's gonna be like, "He's breaking my back!" Insanely high attack and that defense.
This is what an ideal trunk should look like.
Gale Dogra is in once per turn. Slightly different process, same end result. But I don't wanna run Gale Dogra or Nadir Servant. Yeah, neither do I.
Did I do something wrong?
I want to play a relatively pure Blue Eyes deck, motherfucker, because every Blue Eyes video I see, it's like, yo, check out this Blue Eyes deck with 5 Bestials, 3 branded spell and traps, 5 punk cards, and 3 assault synchrons, plus the 9 other hand traps that you're probably going to be running in that deck. And then you're just sitting there like, well, where the fuck is the Blue Eyes? The Blue Eyes is on Tinder swiping left on you. That's where the Blue Eyes is. I want to run a relatively pure Blue Eyes deck
because I wanted to rep it.
The good thing about this card is you can summon it relatively easy in a Blue Eyes deck. Normal summon Sage with the Eyes of Blue, get White Stone of Ancients to your hand, use Melody of the Awakening Dragon to pitch White Stone of Ancients, get a Vanilla Blue Eyes and an alternative, reveal Vanilla Blue Eyes, special summon alternative, Synchro Sage and alternative into Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon, then use Bingo Machine to search up your ultimate fusion. At the end phase, use the White Stone of Ancients to special summon a Blue Eyes Abyss, use Blue Eyes Abyss's effect to search up a Chaos form or whatever ritual spell you want and a Chaos Max. Then on your opponent's turn on main phase 1, use special summon this with 4 negates on field. That is scoop phase at that point. Also, if you're anything like me, you're probably going to try to run 3 Effect Veiler, 3 Ash, 3 Imperm. So you're probably going to start off with one of those in your hand on the first turn. So that's 5 negates you'll have. The difficult part of summoning this card isn't going to be something like finding material.
Y'all don't believe me? Y'all don't have to.
Sage of Eyes of Blue and a Melody, you get material. White Stone of Ancients plus Melody, material. Dragon Shrine plus Melody, material. You start off with a White Stone of Ancients in hand, Dragon Shrine, material, and plus you're playing Blue Eyes, so you know you're gonna break with at least one of these cards in your hand and not be able to do shit. So you can just Ultimate Fusion them. Here's the issue. The issue is gonna be finding Ultimate Fusion because this card is gonna be difficult to search.
And ain't no way around that!
I now have an excuse to run 3 Bingo Machine again because let's face it, this card only searches Blue Eyes monsters and speller traps that mention Blue Eyes White Dragon or Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, but not Blue Eyes monsters.
That's unforgivable.
Which kind of sucks, but you can use Bingo Machine to search up Ultimate Fusion, but that's the only way you're getting Ultimate Fusion.
And if y'all give a fuck,
maybe you can use True Light. I mean, this is a turn too late, but you could also use True Light to search up Bingo Machine and then Ultimate Fusion, or just Ultimate Fusion in general. When your opponent activates a card or effect, quick effect, you can negate the activation, and if you do, destroy that card.
And here's the big surprise.
You can only activate this effect of this card's name in response to each card type, monster, spell, trap, once per turn. So you might have 3 negates in one turn and they're not once per chain.
I think that's very slay of you.
Meaning you can negate one of their spells, and if their monster tries to negate your monster, you can negate that monster, and if they try to imperm you, you can negate that imperm. Bro, I fucking love this card. Negates all 3 once per turn each. You heard me, all 3 types of cards. Not once, not twice, but
3 of them things?
That's crazy. Realistically, it's more like 2, plus Spirit for the Graveyard negate, and maybe an Ash and a Veiler in hand. That's scoop phase, my dude. This is a good card, and it'll probably help Blue Eyes be a little more, at least a pure Blue Eyes deck to be more competitive. And when I say pure Blue Eyes, I mean like most of the cards you're running are mainly Blue Eyes or Blue Eyes adjacent monsters or spells. I like the fact that I have another use for Bingo Machine other than to search a Blue Eyes monster and use it for trading. And it has a floating effect. If this card leaves the field by your opponent, you can special one Blue Eyes monster or one Chaos Ritual monster or one Blackluster Soldier Ritual monster from your graveyard or your extra deck. If you get rid of this card, if you somehow manage to waste a shit ton of resources getting rid of this card, unless you're like kaijuing it, but even then, if you kaiju it, you have to deal with Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon next turn. And if this is the only card on the field, that's OTK. I really like this card. I hope Master Duel gets it early because we still don't have Blue Eyes Ultimate Alternative Dragon yet. We only have this and Neo. Fucking love this card. Love it. I feel that this card is going to be worth putting in any Blue Eyes deck. Maybe not at 3s, but probably 2. Maybe like at least 1, probably 2 in the extra deck. This card gives me a reason to run 3 Sage again and 3 White Stone of Ancients and 3 Bingo Machine and 3 Ultimate Fusion. I know I'm already running 3 in this, but I'm gonna be running 3 now forever. That's it for today's video. If you want to help this channel grow, the easiest way to do that is by liking, subscribing, and commenting. Follow me on my socials. I stream on Twitch sometimes, and by stream on Twitch, I mean I cry when I play Blue Eyes White Dragon in gold tier because for some reason every single Kashtira player is stuck in gold instead of being in Master 1. So now I just have to deal with all of them. Anyways, I'll see you in the next one.